Rule 132, Presentation of Evidence. Section 1. Examination to be done in open court. The examination of witnesses presented in a trial or hearing shall be done in open court and under oath of affirmation, unless the witness is incapacitated to speak, or the question calls for a different mode of answer. The answers of the witness shall be given orally. Section 2. Proceedings to be recorded. The entire proceedings of a trial or hearing, including the questions propounded to a witness and his or her answers thereto, and the statements made by the judge or any of the parties, counsel, or witnesses with reference to the case, shall be recorded by means of shorthand or stenotype, or by other means of recording found suitable by the court. A transcript of the record of the proceedings made by the official stenographer, stenotypist, or recorder, and certified as the correct by him or her, shall be deemed prima facie a correct statement of such proceeding. Section 3. Rights and obligation of a witness. A witness must answer questions although his or her answer may tend to establish a claim against him or her. However, it is the right of a witness: 1. To be protected from the irrelevant, improper, or insulting questions, and from harsh or insulting demeanor. 2. Not to be deemed longer than the interests of justice require. 3. Not to be examined except only as to matters pertinent to the issue. Section 4. Number 4. Not to give an answer which will be tend to subject him or her to a penalty for an offense unless otherwise provided by law. Or 5. Not to give an answer which will tend to degrade his or her reputation unless it to be to the very fact of issue, or the fact from which are the fact in issue would be presented, but without witness must answer to the fact of his or her previous final conviction for an offense. Rule 133. Weight and sufficiency of evidence. Section 1. Preponderance of evidence. How determined? In civil cases, the party having the burden of proof must establish his or her cause by preponderance of evidence. In determining where the facts and circumstances of the case, these witnesses' manner of testifying, their intelligence, their means, and opportunity of knowing the facts to which they are testifying, the nature of the facts to which they testify, the probability or improbability of their testimony, their interest, or want of interest, and also their personal credibility, so far as the same may legitimately appear upon the trial. Section 2. Proof beyond reasonable doubt. In criminal cases, the accused is entitled to an acquittal unless his or her guilt is shown beyond reasonable doubt. Proof beyond reasonable doubt does not mean such a degree of proof as excluding possibility of error produces absolute certainty. Moral is only required or that degrees of proof which produces conviction in an unprejudiced mind.